Hello, welcome to Smoke Me at my Red Dwarf YouTube channel. Now, before we begin, I want to explain a few things. If you were watching this channel when it was, what's on BritBox, then you'll know that I run 17 YouTube channels as of 2023. Well, what had happened was 2021, Philip Hawkins created a podcast called Everyone's Dead Day, which is a Red Dwarf podcast based on an idea from someone else. Someone else did a Star Trek podcast where the main host knew everything about Star Trek, and the other host had never seen Star Trek before. This was a concept where Philip Hawkins had seen Red Dwarf before, but Adam Martin hadn't. So they're going through the whole journey of watching it. Now, he had said in one of the clips in that there wasn't enough Red Dwarf videos on YouTube. So I, on the third channel, The Weird Side, in 2021, on the 31st of March 2021, made a YouTube video called The Best Red Dwarf Character, which is this video you're about to see. But because it's been, 2 years, I think now, since that video, and I've created this channel, I don't want to repeat myself on that topic, so I brought it to this channel. What I've done is that I add the audio, so the quality will be not great. So the reason why the quality will be slightly off is because I filmed it on a handycam, because it was before I'd got this camera that you're watching the video on, before I'd got those lights, and before I'd got this table, and before I was sat here. I was over there, now I'm up 2 posters, hanging off the monitor, which isn't the best place to be filming a YouTube video, I know. But, that's standby. Now, setup-wise for this channel and YouTube in general, I will talk about on the podcast, TGM Production, the podcast, which is my production company, TGM Productions. And I created a podcast for it so that I didn't have to do a weekly update, monthly update. I could just record an episode, give what the channels are up to, what my feelings are on the whole landscape of my YouTube output, and whether or not I want to leave the name of calling these YouTube videos, call it book, becoming more of a filmmaker, because I'm trying to improve the quality, the audio quality, the shot types that are used, the location. I'm trying to improve all of that. So, the other thing I need to mention in this before you watch the video is that in it, so at the very beginning, I say the word Phil Hawkins. That's not his name. His name is Philip Hawkins. So I do apologise, Philip, if you're watching this. I do apologise. There will be videos soon where I showcase some of the best Red Dwarf fan podcasts, because there isn't an official one yet. I don't know whether or not the new era or one of the new things will be that. On this channel, I'll also be talking about the Red Dwarf books once officially listened into the audiobook of the first one. That's it. And I also made a video called Why is Rimmer the Best Character over on my other channel called And Now for Something Completely Different, which is a YouTube channel, which one of my channels all about comedy. So talk about like stand-up comedy, sitcoms, chat shows, radio sitcoms, radio shows. I don't mention panel shows because that's on inside panel shows. And it's all a whole reference to Monty Python, and now for something completely different. There will be an intro added to this channel soon. I just have to finish making it. But anyway, without further ado, let's travel back in time. We're not travelling forward to 3 million years, we're travelling backwards to 2 years. The 31st March 2021. The original video, if you want to see it in its original state with the original audio and without the new cuts I've added to it, you can go watch that on the third channel, The Weird Side, right now. But who is the best character in Red Dwarf? Let's find out what I said 2 years ago. Hello everyone, and welcome to the third channel. Now, a little bit of backstory before we begin this video. The reason why I don't know my backstory, because of the whole point of this, I don't want to talk about it. Now, Phil Hawkins is a YouTuber that I recently found he released a new podcast yesterday / YouTube series, because it's like there's visual elements on YouTube. There's not like a Apple Podcast version. And it is fantastic. I've not finished listening to it yet, but it's fantastic so far. Now, he is a massive, a really big fan of Red Dwarf and Doctor Who. I found him because of his Doctor Who. Well, I found it because of the trailer for this, but then always his amazing Doctor Who stuff, which I'll talk about over on the main channel probably. And Adam Martin, who I interviewed, this is my first ever interview over on the main channel for a Doctor Who discussion, which is my podcast over on my main channel. And Adam Martin is new to Red Dwarf. So that's the dynamic with the family watching it and a new fan watching it for the first time. It's a really good concept. Now, in the description, someone said, really loved it, but I want to see more Red Dwarf content on YouTube. And Phil went, yes, we do. So I decided to make Red Dwarf content on this channel as well now. So if you look at the playlists, the ones that have outside the playlist outnumbered BBC Ghosts, Taskmaster, and Red Dwarf are 4 programs that I will be talking about on the channel, and that will grow up. So not just doing Tom's TV show reviews, and that's the only bit of TV I talk about. I want to talk about the program individually, but to start off their individual talkings, rather, because there is going to be Tom's TV show reviews about Red Dwarf, but when I want to branch out into individually talking about that program, I always do my favourite character. Now in Red Dwarf, it's been going for a while, so there's been many characters coming from series 1 time. I think series 11 or 11, 12, and the Promised Lands. Now it's BBC / Dave production. So the BBC had it for series 8, and Dave has had it from series 9 onwards. Now, my favourite character, let's cut to the chase, is the one and only Arnold Rimmer. Arnold Rimmer. The series 8 salute. Now, one of my favourite moments of Arnold Rimmer is I'm not going to spoil too much of Red Dwarf if you've not already seen it. You can watch series 1 to 8 on Netflix, and 9, think, because Phil mentioned this, 9's on DVD, and series 10 to Promised Lands, plus the documentary series First 3 Million Years, is all available on UK TV Player, which I will talk about in another video. I'm going to talk about it in another video. Now, there's, I think it's series 7, I'm not even sure, but there's a moment where Arnold Rimmer Rimmer's had to go. They call him Rimmer for short. Rimmer's had to leave the Red Dwarf. So he's created a VR experience for him, and it's like a musical. So I was in a bit of it for you now. It's Arnold, remember without him life would be much dimmer. It is really funny. That was the bit that I can properly sing off by heart. Red Dwarf is amazing. I've got some of them on DVD, so I've got series 1 to 8, 9, I think 10. I'm still, because it's Roman numerals, and I'm not the greatest Roman numerals, I get a little bit confused when I've not got, when I have got, but I know I need Promised Lands, because Promised Lands is called Promised Lands. So you can join me in my Red Dwarf hunting on DVD's journey as well. So if you can, if you in the comment section down below, if you want to put if you want to help me out and write, oh, series XX, this series whatever or whatever, that would help me, and I'll join you, and you can join me on the journey to look for the DVDs. Now, I have series 1 on VHS, which is amazing because I got it, I think, for my birthday last year. Yeah, I think so. But Rimmer is hilarious. It's just fantastic. And he is, when people dress up in Red Dwarf outfit, or when people think of Red Dwarf, they think of the H, which is what Rimmer has on his head from halfway through episode 1 onwards. But, hope you enjoy this video, guys. More Red Dwarf content coming soon. Time on to it. Bye. He's on order.